In my high school days, experienced a terrifying thing. At that time, I was already on the road to further education pressure. To be honest, I hate learning. Especially under this pressure. It makes me feel even more confused. But despite this, I still asked my parents at that time. Let me go to cram school. Strengthen your studies. Because I know, admitted to a good university, for future development, is a shortcut to the upper class. So I started to go to cram school at night. At that time, I was after class every day. We'll go to cram school. The end of cram school is usually more than 9 o'clock in the evening. One day, I am as usual. Go home after class. Then prepare to go to cram school. I don't know if I'm too tired. While lying in bed and resting, accidentally fell asleep. Period. I had a strange and real dream. The content is more than 9 o'clock in the evening. I just finished my studies as usual, cycling home from cram school. Because I plan to avoid the main road and take a shortcut. So my route is from the main road. Turn into the path next to a ditch near my house. By the ditch, usually there are no cars or people at night. In addition, the recent relocation of street lights is underway. So there is no lighting at night. And when I was about to turn into that path, it started to rain in the sky. So I sped up and turned into the path. Turn in and see. A figure came from a distance in front of him. Because of insufficient light, so I can't see that person clearly. I didn't find out until I got close to him. It was a middle-aged man in a yellow raincoat. And when I was by his side together, that person suddenly pushed me hard. I was pushed. The center of gravity is unstable and stopped. The man immediately turned around and rushed towards me. And he has a knife in his hand. I was taken aback. Too late to dodge and escape. Just look at the knife like this. The moment I was ready to insert into my body, I woke up in shock. Maybe because I don't usually have nightmares. So that dream left a deep impression on me. I still remember. I was in a bad mood when I woke up. After that I looked at the time. I found out that I was going to be late for cram school. So I quickly put on my backpack. Just set off to cram school. And I completely forgot about the dream. Until 9 o'clock in the evening. I came out of cram school, riding home on a bicycle. Just when I was about to ride to the fork in the road leading to the ditch, it started to rain in the sky. This situation makes me feel a little familiar. At this moment I suddenly remembered again the nightmare I had earlier. It makes me feel very upset. I have a sense of uneasiness. After turning into that path, suddenly found out a figure came over in the distance ahead. Although I think it's a coincidence. But after all, it's exactly the same as the dream. When it's done, I'm up and down in my heart. So I stopped and hesitated for a while. At this time, there is an office worker passing by me on a bicycle. I'm like a tight body. Slowly follow him and ride forward. Then I watched him distance himself from me, ride towards the man. And when that office worker, when you get closer and closer to that figure, suddenly, that figure is facing. Mr. Office Worker gave a push. Mr. Office Worker fell to the ground. At this moment I stopped the bike. Look at it at a little distance. That Mr. Office Worker immediately jumped off the floor. Then he yelled at the person, and the one who knocked him down from behind the waist. "What did you take out, Mr. Office Worker?" after seeing him take out something. I left my bike and ran away. Then the man turned around and saw me. Started to rush towards me quickly. At that time, I feel dangerous. Breathing and heart become faster. I am because of this situation. Feel scared and confused. The body doesn't know how to react. Just think of me as stupid in the same place. When that man got closer and closer to me, I can see clearly. That person. It appeared in my dream. Middle-aged man in yellow raincoat. He has a hideous face. Holding a knife in his hand. Rushed towards me fiercely. While he rushed over, I heard him still thinking about it in his mouth. Why is it different from a dream after hearing the words coming out of his mouth? I was shocked. "I'll turn around right now." Then he yelled in fright. Ran away while stepping on the bike with all his strength. Later, I fled to a nearby police station in a panic. Hid in. Then I told the police uncle what just happened. Uncle police immediately sent someone to that place to check. And my whole body is sweat mixed with rain. Wet and wet, wrapped in a towel at the police station. Waiting for parents to come over. Not long after, Mr. Policeman who went to the scene. The person who reported to the police station said, "People may have run away. Didn't see anyone. But I found that one. The bicycle left behind by the office worker. And my parents came soon after." Later, after completing the reporting procedures, Uncle Police asked my parents to take me back first. In the days after, Uncle Police also came to visit my house and cared about it. They also found the office worker and returned the bike to him. I heard that Mr. Office Worker. I was also shocked a lot. But it's not a big deal. The police have roughly mastered it. The characteristics of the man in the raincoat. It's just that I didn't catch that man later. And after I went through that encounter, to strangers passing by, will feel an inexplicable tension. Now I think back to this matter. That dream. The appearance of that man. And the man's voice, I still can't forget it. I don't know why I had that dream. And what the man in the raincoat said. Why is it different from a dream? The deep meaning behind that sentence makes me feel creepy. I still find it incredible so far.